What's up, Mother Geekers? Blake here with Rambling Movie Takes. So, I wanted to give you guys an update on some movie related news that I came across earlier this morning. I've been lazy the last few days. Not gonna lie, I haven't been putting out videos. Obviously, I've had stuff going on. You know, it is what it is. I've been lazy. I've been slacking. Give me a break. Anyways, I decided to make a video this morning before I head off to work. So, anyways, so here's the thing. I saw this morning on Twitter that the movie Joker, the hit movie, the masterpiece that is Joker, came out that came out a few weeks ago, about a month ago, actually, has crossed the $800 million mark. Wow. And did it without China. That is huge. That is so huge. So, I wanted to give my thoughts about that because I think it's a big deal. I think it's a bigger deal than people are giving it credit for. Now, I don't want this to come across as like a MCU Marvel hate piece, okay? Like, because it's not. I like MCU movies. I like Marvel movies. I think they're great for what they are. You know, I really do love those movies, a lot of them anyway. But it is no secret that people are getting tired of Marvel. People are getting tired of the MCU, and I think it's a relatively small amount of people, but still it's enough that are making, I would think just that it's a little bit of an impact, I think. So, a movie like Joker comes out, and it's rated R. It's violent. It's edgy. It's different. It actually goes deep into very, uh, you know, very deep and dark subject matter. And I think Warner Brothers themselves, honestly, were, I think they were honestly scared of the movie. To be honest with you, I think they were scared of associating it with DC, even though it is very much a DC movie. It uses DC characters, throughout. And, but they didn't market it at all as a DC film. They didn't put DC at the start of the film. They didn't have the superheroes and all that line up. At the beginning, they didn't have the DC logo with the circle around it. So, I didn't stay for the credits, so I don't know if there was anything in the credits, but from the opening of the movie, you just got like the classic Warner Brothers logo, and that was pretty much it. So, I feel like Warner Brothers and DC were a little bit afraid of it, if I'm being honest. And now, I think the success of Joker goes a long way in showing Warner Brothers, rather, that, you can make successful movies that people want to see, if you take chances. Now, I'm not saying that every movie should be rated R. I'm not saying that every Warner Brothers DC movie should be rated R. That doesn't need to be the case. There are some films that I think could benefit from an R rating. I think The Batman is one of them. I seriously cannot see Warner Brothers putting an R rating on Batman, the upcoming Batman film with Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz and Paul Dano. I can't see it, because Batman has the potential to be huge for Warner Brothers. It could be like a, a $2 billion movie maybe. But at the same time, all right, on the same coin, there's two sides to that coin. All right, because you can have a successful PG-13 Batman. If you hear those sirens, they're not coming for me. I'm just saying. I live next to a fire department. Anyways. So, I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's two sides of that coin. I mean, you can have a successful PG-13 Batman movie, and you can make a lot of money. There's no denying that. I don't think there's ever been a Batman movie that wasn't successful. At least a little bit. So, but here's the thing. I think you have to do something different with this new Batman film. All right? I think it has to be different than anything we have seen. We've had 9 Batman movies, 9 live-action Batman movies. And for comic book readers, years of, comic book, source material. So, you have to do something different. You have to do something unique. You have to take a chance. And I think the best way to take a chance in this case is I think for Batman it is to go rated R. I think that would be such a ballsy thing to do, is to go rated R. I would love it. I would absolutely, positively love to see it. I think Warner Brothers should be willing to take the chance after the success of Joker. And furthermore, I think the Batman should be very similar in tone to Joker. I mean, obviously they're different movies. They're about two very different characters. But I think the character of Batman lends itself to an R rating. If done right. So far, the only rated R Batman movie that I've seen is Batman v Superman, the ultimate cut. And I want to talk about that for a moment, because I'm a supporter of Batman v Superman. I'm a supporter of Man of Steel. I'm a supporter of what Zack Snyder was doing before, he got, blacklisted by Warner Brothers and DC because they didn't like his vision. Look, I'm one of the people that will tell you any day of the week that I believe BVS, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, was before its time. That is a movie that, had it been released a few years later, like now, in 2020, or 2019, we're not in 2020 yet, Jesus. But had it been released like this year, just a few years later, because the movie came out in 2016, I think that it would have been more successful. I think had it followed up a movie like Joker, or like what's another R-rated movie that came out, like Logan, Deadpool 2, or even the first Deadpool. Had it followed up those movies, I think it would have been more successful. But, it came out at a time when all that we were seeing was, PG-13, cookie cutter Marvel, and, really there was nothing edgy in the comic book genre. Nothing on that scale anyway. So it comes out and, it automatically gets negative reviews because it's so much darker, it's so much more violent, and it's so very much drastically different from anything that had been shown before it. I think it came out like right before Captain America Civil War. I mean, and people preferred that movie because it's what they were accustomed to. It's what they were used to. And now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I think Batman v Superman is a perfect film. I think it's a good movie that does not get the credit it deserves, but it's not perfect, in my opinion. I know there's people out there, some of you that's watching, probably that think it's a masterpiece. And look, if you think it's a masterpiece, look, I celebrate your opinion. I really do. I am happy for you that you have that opinion. I respect it. I appreciate it. I don't necessarily share it. But, you know, and I don't want to make this video about Batman v Superman, but what I want to say is, and the reason I even bring it up is because, you know, that was Warner Brothers' first attempt, really, at making an edgy superhero movie, a dark superhero movie. And they got scared. Even though the movie was profitable for them, they had high expectations. They expected it to make billions of dollars, even though, you know, they made like 900 million almost, and that was certainly profitable, and it warranted a sequel. But they couldn't be happy with that. They wanted that. They wanted the billions, you know. I mean, who doesn't? You know, I'd be happy with, you know, 1,000 right now. You know? But different worlds, you know, whatever. You know, the world of movie making is all about the millions and the billions. So, I mean, that's all I'm really saying, though, is that Warner Brothers was scared of Batman v Superman. They were scared of going forward with darker material instead of, you know, what Marvel was doing. That's why Justice League happened. That's why they took the movie from Snyder, wrongfully so, and did what they did, and basically changed his vision, and they course corrected his vision with his movie. Like, I can get very heated about this, and I'm not going to do it. I don't want to. I want to be as professional as I can be in this video. But yeah, look, Joker was a great movie. Joker should serve as a template going forward for the DCEU. I'm not saying you have to connect Joker. I'm not saying that. You don't have to connect it. I would like it, personally. I mean, I have my ideas. I'll go over it in another video because I don't really have the time right now to really go over it all that much. But what I will say is that I would like to see, you know, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker come back, but maybe not be the Joker that Batman is, you know, the one that Batman, you know, fights against in, you know, upcoming films. You know, just cameo. I think that would be great. Obviously, they would have to go the route of kind of a period piece kind of Batman movie, because Robert Pattinson's Batman would probably, by the time he becomes Batman, he would probably become Batman, you know, in the late 90s, early 2000s. So, I mean, they could go that route, and it would be interesting. So, that's all I'm saying. Warner Brothers, take some chances, man. You saw that it was successful. You saw the Joker was successful. Just keep taking chances. You don't have to give us more R-rated movies. I'd appreciate it. But just make good movies. Make different movies. Make movies that us fans that are getting a little bit tired of Marvel want to see. And we will greatly appreciate it if they are of high quality, like the Joker was. Every movie is not going to be a masterpiece, but you can still make great movies with that R rating, with a PG-13 rating. Just make quality films. Do something different. We don't need big action set piece movies. Just do something different. That's all I'm saying. But with that being said, guys, I'm Blake. You've been watching Rambling Movie Takes. Please like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Have a good one.